the man from Clarendon, Honorable Robert Nesta Morgan.
Nesta is coming. I am giving you a warning.
So I live rights.
Nesta.
I could not turn down the invitation to come here and pay my respect and endorsement to my good friend for over 20 years, Davian Vassell. I was wondering, for 20 years I was asking myself, Davian, when you're going to come and join me on the platform and represent the people of Jamaica, because from your youth we know say you help people. So finally, I'm thankful that you're here with us in the great Jamaica Labour Party. I think the people of this constituency are extremely fortunate. You're extremely fortunate because finally you have a candidate who has a great chance of victory. A candidate who we know cares about people. I can tell you that even outside of politics, every single day that Davian wake up, he might help people. Every single day that Davian get up, he might look out for this constituency. He is not the MP yet, but Davian is bothering me on my phone. I ask me when this road I go fix and when that the road I go fix. That is the type of representation the people of this constituency deserve. But Labour rights, and you don't call it yet, you know. But we have some things to talk about. We have some things to talk about. Because Desmond, today our Father's Day. And we see some people I walk around and I try to hold on to people pitney like a feed them on. We see one man named Mark Gelding who take claim for things where he never do. When we look at the history of Jamaica, it is the Jamaica Labour Party that has done the most to lift the most Jamaicans out of poverty. It is the Jamaica Labour Party that has done the most to modernize Jamaica. And we have a leader in Andrew Holness who I can call the father of modern Jamaica. It was Andrew Holness who came up with the Spark program where 10 roads in your constituency are to be fixed. When the PNP was in power in 2014-2015, they spent $562 million on the entire island road. We are going to spend $219 million in a this constituency alone. It is Andrew Holness who is the father of the St. Thomas Road. The PNP controlled St. Thomas for 5 terms and them never build the road in a St. Thomas, but yet still Mark Gelding and him man them want to take control of St. Thomas. It is Andrew Holness who give the people of Montego Bay a new children's hospital, but every night me see one man up on TV a tour the hospital like them want to come take claim for the Montego Bay Children's Hospital. And when Cornwall Regional did a pop down under their watch, They never did anything to help the doctors and the patients at Cornwall Regional. It was Andrew Holness and Chris Tufton who took the tough decisions to fix back Cornwall Regional Hospital. There's a man who went to Portland, and for the first time in history, as Senator Fitzhenley tell you, a Minister of National Security was robbed in Jamaica. And after the Minister of National Security get robbed, him go to church and him go bawl to Jesus for divine intervention. We never did have a ball for Jesus because Jesus is always by our side. That's why today we can boast 42% reduction in murders and the lowest crime rate in Jamaica for 30 years. And it's not mouth talk. That reduction never come about because of mouth talk. It came about because we have invested in our security forces. We never have no hospital, we never have no helicopter, we buy 10 helicopter. We never have no boat, we buy 6 boats. Police station, them did a pop down till police are dropped through the floor. We have repaired over 100 police stations under this administration. But yet still, they come to you and they tell you to vote for them because them have a plan. They don't have a plan. It's our plan. Them a try thief. Them a try walk with Andrew Holness Pitney and pretend like a Fidem Pitney. But Andrew Holness is the father of the present and future of Jamaica.
Shout, 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 shout.
Beverly Prince. Many of them don't remember that it was on August 7, 2013, that the rise of the modern Jamaica Labour Party took place at Cassia Park when Beverly Prince stood up and whipped the PNP in this constituency. It was the time when the people of Jamaica recognized that they need to turn their backs on the wicked and worthless leadership of the PNP and look forward to the studied, the intellectual, the conscious, the compassionate, the caring leadership of Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. And I say to you, just as Beverly Prince showed us the way in 2013, Davian Vassell has history on his side. Davian Vassell will take this constituency from the PNP and show, just like what we're doing in Manchester, just like what we're doing in Portmore, St. Ann, Portland, St. Thomas, Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James and Kingston, that this constituency can be a better constituency under the Jamaica Labour Party. And I say to you, we don't have to tell one lie, Desmond, for the people to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. As I close, Desmond Mackenzie now have to tell the people them at West Kingston one lie for them to vote for him again. Roda Crawford, Roda fix my Crawford, now have to tell the people at Central Manchester one lie for them to vote for her, and neither does Robert Miller, because all of our MPs have stood up beside the people over the last 4.5 years and have demonstrated the work that Andrew Holness, our leader, has guided us to put in our constituency. And I say to the Labourites this evening, election no call it. But as I drive around the country, Delroy, me not see no branch pan the tree them because every time Labourite pass through up here, shower, shower, shower. The people of Jamaica are saying to the government, we are ready for the third term. Them stop put up the V and them start put up the tree because Andrew Holness deserved the third term because Andrew has done the work. It's not mouth talk, it's action. It's not mouth talk, it's development. It's not mouth talk, it's building a better Jamaica for the people of Jamaica, for the future of our country. And as I close and I leave this evening, we are just as passionate today as we were 4.5 years ago when we walked down Garden Street as a team representing the hopes and aspirations of not only labor rights in this room, but Jamaicans abroad and all across the island. We consistently renew our commitment to the development of our country, not just through sitting down and having debates, but through going on the pavement and doing hard work. Last year when the rain fall, everywhere in Jamaica have pothole. People were calling left, right and center, Desmond, say how the road full of pothole and them car tire bus up. Prime Minister announced an emergency road patching program where we were able to go all across the island and patch as many roads as possible. We are not saying that we're finished, but we have done better than what the other guys would have done. When they left office, they were spending 500 million on roads. We spent $8 billion alone last year. 12 times more we spent on our road infrastructure than the PNP spent. I was out there in Christmas, Delroy Chuck, supervising the pothole program for the people of Jamaica. Our type of leadership is not sitting down in office and giving instructions. We are there with the people, looking at the work that is done, ensuring that the people get value for their money. So labor rights, as we go into the season, I want you to remember that is one man responsible for the pitney we are grow at Jamaica right now. There is one man who can claim that he is the father of the present and future of Jamaica. While the Mark Gelding walking around, holding on from people, pitney hand, and I pretend like say I'm the daddy. One daddy we have an Andrew. 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 Show labor rights. Show labor rights. Show labor rights.
You know I'm here.
Let's hear it for the Honorable Robert Nesta Morgan. Labor rights, I want you to recognize what you have in East Central. You have your next member of parliament who is supported by a wide cross-section. We heard from the parish of Portmore. We see that Clarendon is present. Of course, Kingston and St. Andrew is present. We are now going all the way to St. Elizabeth. We are now going to hear from the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister with responsibility for fisheries, the Minister that has mining responsibility, the Honorable Floyd Green.
Floyd Green, him no friend no feeling, style to him thing, not trust some boy, them a pass with drink. Like green don't rate you, that's gonna run your people. Now I'm in a league, him no fool.
Show our labor rights.
Shout.
Our labor rights. Essential labor rights. Boy, you're looking good. I had to be here. I had to be here in a central St. Andrew because some of you may not know. But this is the constituency when I was a youngster in politics that the first place me come and the house to house is with Bev Prince right in Casher Park in East Central St. Andrew. At that time, I was G2K president and there was a by-election. And I came down and I met Councillor Prince. And she showed us as youngsters what it means to serve the people. She showed us as youngsters how you take care of the interests of the people. She has been a wonderful representative of the Jamaica Labour Party. And Councillor Prince, you have done a lot of work. You have tried very hard to move the lives of your people, but you need some backative. You need some support. You need a member of parliament to work with you to move it forward. That is the other reason why I had to be here. Because you have a man called Davian Vassell. He is young, bright, and talented, and is going to win his Central St. Andrew. When you look at Davian, you see somebody who never born with no gold spoon. You see somebody who come from humble beginnings. He never have no links. He never know nobody. He just work hard. And because he work hard, focus on him education, look at Davian Vassell now. That is the sort of candidate the Labour Party brings to you. Somebody you can be proud of. Work hard and turn himself into attorney at law. Doing very well. And may I tell you how this a man I love people. I can tell you something. Minister Chuck a lawyer. I am a lawyer. And you know in a law, I advise you get your money out and not true. This a man I give free advice for social media for people who can't afford to go to a lawyer.
Shout, 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 shout.
That is the sort of representative we bring forward to you. So I want you to realize there is no hassle with, and let me show you the difference. Let me show you the difference. We find a man you can relate to, who come from a background like yours. Over the other side, all them do a recycle candidate. Then can't find nobody new to put for run. Nobody no want join them organization. So what happened? Roda beat one man in a central Manchester. He run Ghana South Manchester. We beat a man in a Hanover. He end up in a Westmoreland and run seat. We beat a man in a Westmoreland. In Ghana, naturally a run seat. And the one when me love the most. After the man run up and down and talk about how him come from St. Anne. Him run bamboo. Him are the man who control St. Anne. The man who send them general secretary. We beat him at St. Anne. He find himself all the way at Westmoreland and look seat for run. They don't really want to represent people. What they want is power. Them just want to stay and try get back into government. When the people them going at the seat, they not even know the people of the seat. They don't know the communities of the seat. How can they represent the people? That is why we cannot afford for them to get back in power. And let me tell you something essential. I don't want you to sit down and think that this seat cannot be won. I am from Era Council 4. And last election, them tell us, Davian, say we can't win Westmoreland. They say Westmoreland controlled by the other side for years. All when we win in 2016, we never win any seat in Westmoreland. And we say, you know what? We're going to put in the work. We're going to go house to house. We're going to find some candidates that come from the people. And in 2020, we never win one, we never win two, we win every seat in Westmoreland for the Jamaica Labour Party. So, what I'm saying to you, East Central, put in the work. You have a great candidate. Take him on the road, go house to house, organize yourself, get all the workers, and a whole heap of people stop voting on this constituency. We want to get them out for this election. Every day tell them no hassle with no hassle. And why this is important is because the country has been moving forward under the Jamaica Labour Party. In every area, just choose an area, the Labour Party has moved the country forward. That's why I always say forward ever, backward. If you look at minimum wage, when we started, minimum wage was $6,000. Come the 1st of June, this government has moved minimum wage to $16,000. Forward ever, backward.
I'm missing forward ever and a backward, never forward ever and a backward.
When we started, youth unemployment was over 20%. Almost 1 in every 3 young persons that you met did not have a job. Your government has brought unemployment to the lowest levels in the history of Jamaica. Forward ever, backward.
I'm missing forward ever and a backward.
Young people who wanted to get a skill, who wanted to go to heart, they didn't have to pass entrance exam. They didn't have to pay to go to heart. Your government has now made it that you can walk into heart and get up to an associate degree free of cost. Forward ever, backward.
I'm missing forward ever and a backward, never forward.
And to be honest, I don't even like to hear them talk about agriculture. Because we realize about the other side, all them do is talk and no action. They say they love agriculture, and can you believe it? In the House of Parliament, they don't even have a spokesperson who talk on agriculture. They don't rate the farmers of this country. And me hear them talk about farm road, but guess what they do? They talk and expect nobody enough to check, you know. That's how they operate. But me go check. In their 4 years, they did 24 farm roads. In the last 4 years of the Labour Party, we have done 400 farm roads. Forward ever, backward.
I'm missing forward ever and a backward, never.
You know, they talk about irrigation and Councillor Prince. Again, them talk, but they don't expect nobody to check. You know, in the last 4 years, you know what they did for irrigation when they had the government? The only thing they do is write a plan. They never build out one irrigation scheme to reach the farmers. Since we have been there, we have done 8 major irrigation projects so that farmers can have water. And the last one, them like to talk about storage. Let us build storage. Yes, we agree. Everybody know we are seasonal farmers. So when the things come in glut, the price go down, the farmers don't get nothing. Then it go to shortage, the price go up, and consumers have a hard time. When them talk about storage, ask them how much storage them build. This Labour Party government is spending $1 billion building storage right now. In fact, we are building the biggest ever storage in agriculture that can hold 22 containers of food so that our farmers have somewhere to put their products in times of glut. This is the party that you support. So forward ever, backward. So, ladies and gentlemen, I came here for one reason alone. To make you know that we are going to give Davy and Vassal the support. We are going to come and work with him and walk with him. Because I am sure when the election is called, Minister Chuck will be there. I am sure Big Rob will be there. I am sure Roda Crawford will be there. I am sure I will be there. Desmond will be there. We want Davian Vassal to be there. Walk into God's house with all of us. Show our labor rights. Love it.
Let's hear it for the man. The Honorable Fly Green, the man who said forward ever, backward never. Labor rights, I recognize in the sea of labor rights, the Deputy Chairman